Good evening. I'm Philip Gabriel, the production liaison here at Riverside Community Players, and it's my sincere pleasure to welcome you here into the arena after 7 months. Now, while you may not be here physically in the arena with us, you're here virtually, and you're here in spirit, and you're here in solidarity, and that means a great deal to us. For 96 years, Riverside Community Players have presented live productions uninterrupted here in Riverside and become part of the cultural fabric of the community. Now this year's going to be a little bit different. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the first virtual production of Riverside Community Players in what will be our 96th season. We'll continue with these virtual productions until we can do otherwise. So rest assured that we won't be dark, that we'll be here with you. This particular show, All the Jagged Edges, was written by Robert Merrill, a local actor, a nationally produced playwright, and mainstay of the theatrical community here in the Inland Valley. What's incredibly exciting about All the Jagged Edges is that this is the first time that it's been produced in any form, anywhere. And Robert Merrill has generously allowed us to use this tonight as a fundraiser for Riverside Community Players. Tonight's production is directed by another local theater mainstay, Patrick Bryan, and features an incredible cast bringing to life this work for the very first time. Through Robert Merrill's generosity, Riverside Community Players is able to present All the Jagged Edges free of charge this evening. However, in reality, this is the first show of our 96th season. This is continuing a tradition uninterrupted, and you're a part of that tonight. So a donation would be much appreciated, and there are several ways that you can do this. Well, there's actually two ways. One is through our GoFundMe campaign, as well as a donation portal. You'll find both portals on our website. The suggested donation is $10 for the viewing. However, donate what you can, because part of our mission here at Riverside Community Players is bringing entertainment here to you and doing it uninterrupted. So if you can donate $10, that's fantastic. If you can donate just a little bit more, that's even better, because anything really helps. It keeps the lights on here at Riverside Community Players. It keeps the seats ready until we can all be here together again. So on behalf of Riverside Community Players, enjoy tonight's performance of All the Jagged Edges, and thank you for your continued support. Until we meet again.
Hi, I'm Robert Merrill, the author of All the Jagged Edges, and I want to thank you for tuning in to this new venture for Riverside Community Players as it tries to play online. Originally, this was to be a workshop production on stage, but in the time of COVID, we're trying something new. I hope you enjoyed tonight. It's been about a year since I wrote this play. It was a thought that had been bouncing around my head for a while before that, and something to do in retirement. So if you have feedback, my address is below. I'd love to hear any positive or negative criticism that you might have. And also, we'd really like to help Riverside Community Players exist. So please, if you can, donate to the GoFundMe page for this program. Thank you so much. Enjoy the evening.
Act 1, Scene 1. The curtain rises on the first floor of an older home. The furnishings are neat but not matched. Their best days gone. Down left, a door leads to other parts of the house. A dog gate is visible. When the door is open, the barking of small dogs and the screeches and random words of sulfur-crested cockatoos and other birds can be heard. As the lights rise, there is a pause. Then a remote-controlled helicopter flies in from the right hall and circles about the room. Lane follows, giddy at the controls. When faced with the downstage right wall, she pauses to inspect it. She then continues another circuit around the couch.
Deck the halls with flowers of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. On we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Perfect. Perfect. La 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 la.
The timer on the microwave beeps. She continues singing as she lands the helicopter and puts it in its box on the kitchen counter. She turns off the timer just as the alarm on her phone sounds. She silences it. She picks up the box but can't decide where to put it. She starts to open a kitchen cabinet but stops herself. She crosses to the closet to open it but stops herself. She begins to put it on top of the dining room table, but the landline ringing in the kitchen distracts her. She crosses to the phone and puts the box down. The phone announces, "Call from Rusty," several times before the answering machine plays her outgoing message. And then the incoming one. Lane's "Hiya" is an exact replication of the sulfur-crested cockatoos heard off stage.
Hiya! You've reached the home of Xena, Gabby, Aries, Effany, and all the others. You know what to do, and if you don't, then to hell with you.
Hey, sis. So, yeah, how are things? Cooler than here, I hope. Haven't heard back from you. Tried your cell, but it keeps going straight to voicemail. What's up with that? So, I can get away from the shop next week. Wanted to know if you wanted to meet up. Here or there. We can meet in Temecula, maybe. If that's easier for you. Yeah. Well, I think today was your interview. Hope all goes well. And you really might want to change that outgoing message. Considering. Later. Call me. Bye.
Just as the message ends, the alarm on her watch goes off. She silences it. She crosses to the couch on which she has placed her jacket, scarf, and her purse with a folder sticking out of it. She puts on the clothes, picks up the purse, and crosses to the front door. She reaches for her keys on the hook, but they aren't there. What follows will be a slow-building, full-on, prolonged adult-level meltdown that takes several minutes. After multiple searches through the rooms and disappearing from view at times, looking at every surface numerous times, emptying out her purse on the couch and tossing the cushions, she ends on the floor, keening and sobbing. She narrates her own descent, beginning with an almost calm, "Where did I put those keys?" and progressing to panicked, repetitive iterations of "Where are they?" punctuated with much swearing. At some point, she will spill water on herself. Near the end of the meltdown, the doorbell and then knocking can be heard several times, but Lane doesn't register them.
Hello? Hello? Hi there?
Who are you? What do you want? What?
Hello?
What?
Hi. I didn't mean to startle you, but I live next door. I just happened to glance over as I was putting my cans at the curb and I saw, these. I didn't know what I was seeing at first. It wasn't until I got closer that I saw it was a long keychain dangling from your door. I just wanted to, make sure you had them. You're all right?
In the door. No, not again. Not again. Shit.
Here you go. Well, I'll put these right here. I was just putting my trash cans at the curb, and I looked over to admire your collection of pots on the front porch. That's a lot of plants. And I saw these hanging there. That's quite the keychain. You're not a janitor, are you? Or am I supposed to say custodian now? It's so hard to keep up. Here, have a tissue. Really, it's okay. It can happen to anyone.
It can't happen to me. It can't. It can't. It
No
can't.
harm done.
What would you know about it?
Oh, no, I didn't mean to say that. Well, are you all right? Let me get you a glass of water. I've been meaning to introduce myself. I bought Ella's house next door. Bless her heart. Living on her own at 100. 100, can you imagine? I can't imagine. Did you know that I am just the third owner? She kept the house up, but there's still so much to be done. I want to put in a vegetable garden. There's nothing like fresh tomatoes, don't you think? You sure have a lot growing around your house. I don't ever think I've seen so many vegetables growing in a front yard. Oh, they'll have to wait though. There is a lot of work inside just for me and my daughter. Here you go. So much to be done. Overwhelming at times.
No. Oh, the time. Shit. I'll never make it. Where's my phone?
Not finding her cell phone, Lane crosses to where the file has landed. Papers drop until she finds the one that she needs. She crosses to the kitchen's landline. While on the phone, she takes a bottle of pills from a cabinet and vodka from the freezer, downing one with the other.
Yes. 2. Yes. 3. Yes. 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 Damn it. Department of Social Services. Children's Services Division. Children's Services Division. Children's Services Division. Hi, my name is Layton Jackson. How are you? That's great, thanks. I'm calling for Odell. Is she available? I see. Well, here's the thing. I have an appointment at 1 o'clock with her, but I've got a flat tire. Yes, just my luck. Well, AAA won't be here for another 45 minutes or so, so I'm afraid I'm not going to make my my interview. Yes, I can hold, no problem.
Bless your heart, you have had a rough day. Lost keys and a flat tire.
I don't have a flat tire.
Oh. Well, this is a lovely color. Is it an avocado or an olive? Khaki?
It's still not right. Shadows bleeding through.
Oh, really? I can't tell. Color has always scared me. Everywhere I've lived in the past has been some sort of beige. The riskiest I've ever gone was a soft pastel in a small guest bathroom. I need to do some painting. Maybe it's time for me to be brave like Ella. She loved pink paint and flowery wallpaper. Were you ever in her home? Some of it is original to the 1940s. I have spent hours trying to peel layers off. I feel a bit like an archaeologist. Each layer of paint or wallpaper, another layer of history. I don't mind, really. It's just another type of therapy in a way.
Lime leaf.
Pardon? What?
The paint. Lime leaf, the name.
Oh, lime leaf. Can you imagine there are people whose jobs are just to come up with paint names?
Odell, yes. Hello, it's Lane Jackson. How are you? Fine. Well, honestly, not so fine. My tire's flat and it won't be fixed in time for me to make our appointment. Can we reschedule? Next week. Let me check my calendar. Give me a second.
Spotting her cell phone on the floor but tethered to the kitchen by the landline, she waves her arms and snaps her fingers to get Marion's attention, mouths cell phone, and points to the floor where her phone has landed. Marion rushes to get it and takes it to Lane.
Hopefully my car won't find another nail next week. Here we go. Adele, I've got a doctor's appointment Tuesday. No, nothing serious. Just routine. The rest of the week is clear. What's good for you? Friday? Friday. 3 o'clock. Friday at 3. Here instead. Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Combining the two, yes. See you then. Thank you. Bye.
Lane moves to the couch with the vodka. Marion takes the helicopter out of its box.
Is this one of those drone things? They look like fun on TV. I didn't know you had kids.
I don't. It's a gift for a kid.
Oh, I'm sure he or she will love it. Well, I've been meaning to come over and introduce myself. Some of your mail got mixed with mine about a week ago. I came over and knocked. I saw your car out front, and maybe you were around back, but I'm Marion Rafter.
Lane.
Oh, is that short for Elaine?
Oh, nothing. Just like a road, a long, narrow road.
Oh, so can I help?
Mom, what's going on? What happened? Something wrong?
No, honey, it's okay. I was just helping Lane look for something.
You didn't come back.
No, I was right here.
But you didn't come back like you said. You didn't answer.
Everything's all right. You're all right.
Still, you didn't answer. You're supposed to answer. Did you at least talk to her?
It's probably not a good time.
You didn't ask her?
Later, dear.
You said.
Ask me what?
Mom.
Go ahead. Advocate for yourself.
Mom, I don't know her.
Ask me what now?
Lexi heard through the fence that you had some pets, and she wanted to know if she could see them. She couldn't have any in our last house.
Kids should have pets. Do you want to get one?
It wouldn't be the worst thing.
Well, that was her father's rule.
One of his many.
Lexi.
It's true. So many stupid rules.
You like animals?
Better than people, that's for sure.
Cats?
They're not so bad.
Dogs?
If they aren't big and barky.
I have the birds too.
Ugh, they can be a nuisance. I saw a big white one on your patio once.
That's Joxer.
No way, Joxer? Cool, you're into Xena?
With dogs named Xena and Gabby, what do you think? Joxer's a sulfur-crested cockatoo.
Oh, he's so freaking loud. Does he bite?
Only my brother-in-law.
Where do they live?
That's the room on the back of the house next to the catio.
What was that word? Catio?
Mom, it's a patio for cats.
Smart kid. No school day?
Mom, what do I say?
Just tell her where you go.
But it's weird.
It's not weird. It's just a school.
It is weird. Even its name is weird, and it doesn't look right, and its colors are wrong.
Remember, colors don't have their own worth, just what you give them. Go on.
Rain Cross.
I don't know what that means.
The school, it's called Rain Cross. I do independent study.
And I don't know what that means.
Mom!
All right. It's an alternative school.
Independent study.
Yes, I was getting to that. It's over behind the school for the deaf. She goes in once a week.
It's not the continuation school. I don't do that.
So she goes in once a week with her work and gets feedback, takes tests, etc. A lot of it is online, so she's home most days.
I don't have to be around mouth breathers and gum poppers. Fucking gum poppers, the worst.
Lexi!
Sorry, but they are. Like gunshots in my head, and their colors are... Ugh.
She's had some issues at her old school. New home, new school, right, kid? Well, you ask her. Remember what Dr. Lori said about advocating for yourself?
Mom!
Go on.
Can I see the animals?
Is that okay with you?
Sure, if it's all right with you, of course.
Okay, kid, follow me.
Go on. I'll wait for you here.
Animals scare her.
The dogs won't bite, and the others are in cages.
Really, I'm fine. I'll wait here.
Lane crosses to the downstage left door. Animal sounds are heard as soon as she opens it. A loud, high-pitched "Hiya" comes from a bird.
Hiya! Hiya, sweetie!
Mom, don't go anywhere.
I won't go anywhere.
Lexi follows Lane. Marion begins to tidy up. She puts the vodka in the freezer. As she puts the pills back, she reads the label and then takes a few for herself. She sees paint samples on the counter and crosses to the downstage right wall to compare them. She crosses back to return them to the counter. She examines the remote-controlled helicopter's box and looks about, deciding what to do with it. She crosses to the closet door with it, but before she can open the door, Lane enters.
Don't open that.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to help tidy up a bit.
Just put it back.
It's nice of you to let Lexi see your pets. I know we've just sort of barged in on you.
Lane crosses to the couch to retrieve the vodka, realizes that it's not there. She looks at Marion. She points to the refrigerator. Lane crosses to get the vodka.
Sorry. I thought you might be done.
Nope. You?
No. I can't. I don't drink. But thank you for letting Lexi see your pets.
Not all mine. I've got lots of fosters down there. Baby rabbits, squirrels, guinea pigs, some of the birds. The dogs were foster failures.
Pardon, what?
I just couldn't give them up when the time came, so they're permanently mine.
Oh, got it. I've been wanting to say hello. You are the first neighbor I've met.
The neighborhood's okay. Not everyone's horrible.
Well, that's some kind of an endorsement. Anyone I should avoid?
If you don't have a lot of time, don't go out front if Daryl's in his yard.
Oh, which one is he?
The mustard, sage, and persimmon craftsman.
Oh, I love that one.
He'd love to tell you about it. That and anything else. Definitely don't ask him about his rose bushes. Everything's a dissertation with that guy.
Single? Is he lonely?
Married and lonely. I always wear my headphones outside to avoid him.
Oh. And who lives on the other side of you?
Code enforcement Kathy.
Oh.
That shrew needs to get a life. Watch out for her. Don't cut your grass for a month, you get a notice. Let a hedge grow over an inch over the sidewalk, you will get a notice. And she's the bitch who's been throwing things over my fence.
She throws things over your fence? What is she throwing?
The palm trees in her yard, fronds and seeds from them. She chucks them into my yard, and trash in the street or alley comes over the fence. Isn't that right, Kathy?
Oh, come on, why would she do that?
Didn't I mention the whole bitch thing?
Did you ask her about it to stop?
I'll be crazy and denied the whole thing. Cameras. I keep forgetting to get the cameras. Can't wait to get her on video. Let's see her deny it then.
Say that again? I don't understand. What? Are you sure?
Mom.
All right. Lane, is there a gun? A real gun in one of your cages?
Mom, why would it be a fake gun?
Why would it be a real gun? Lane, is there a gun? A real gun in a cage?
You didn't touch it, did you?
You didn't, did you?
Mom, jeez, no.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Last night there was a noise in the yard. You didn't hear it? I'm a really light sleeper though. I went to check it out and I took my weapon, my service weapon.
Service weapon? You're in the military?
No, sheriff. Well, police before that, then sheriff. Retired now. So I heard the noise and went to check. When I came back inside, the babies needed feeding and...
Oh, Mom, you have to see them. They're so cute. Here,
Impulse
look.
control, dear. Impulse control. Now, not now. Head on home and finish getting lunch together.
Mom, I don't...
Yeah, Lexi, please. I'll be right along.
Fine.
All right. Yes, I'll ask. Go on. I'll be right there.
Will you answer your phone?
Go!
Where did you move from? I hear a bit of an accent.
I need to express my discomfort about the gun.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I need to express my discomfort about the gun. I don't allow them in my home.
I'm sorry.
I hear you, but my need is to keep my daughter safe.
No, of course. I understand. But last night,
I
the
understand
noises...
that you heard something, but noises or not, I need assurance that she won't be around a gun.
I'm sorry.
No, I understand that you are, but I need to hear you say it.
When I'm home during the day, I have a gun safe, so I do sleep with it in my bed in case. Really, she'll be safe.
All right then. Thank you. Now, I have a little favor to ask you. Lexi doesn't have friends.
Oh, but she's new here. I'm sure
No, it's not about being new. Lexi's had, school's not been easy for her. No, she's smart, and she's good. Never in trouble, and she can't lie to save her life. It's just that, kids are mean. They don't know how to react to her saying she sees a person's colors or that she can taste words, and
that's a thing?
It is a thing. Others can find her a bit much. Her father sure does. I didn't know when I had her that my bundle of joy would become a bundle of anxiety.
Oh, the favor?
Yes, of course. You can say no, but Lexi wants you to come on over for lunch. She likes your colors. It usually takes her a long time to warm up to people, but I guess any friend of Sina's is a friend of hers.
No, I'd be happy to. Just give me a couple of minutes. I'll be right over.
It's nothing fancy. Lexi's doing an assignment for her foods and nutrition class. We don't die, she passes.
Okay. Let me lock up and I'll be right there.
Lane sings "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" as she locks the sliding door, picks up her purse, and gets another gun from out of its hiding place from inside a book near the front door and puts it in her purse. She pauses for a moment to look at the downstage right wall, sets the alarm, and exits as it beeps. After a moment, several palm fronds can be seen sailing over the fence and onto the patio. As the lights fade, the downstage right wall glows as if sprayed with luminol, revealing blood smears. Blackout. Act 1, Scene 2. The following Friday afternoon. Lane makes sure that everything is in its place. She sings the 12 Days of Christmas. The downstage wall is another color. As she begins to gather the painting supplies, the phone rings. She doesn't pick it up.
Hiya! You've reached the home of Gabby, Aries, Xena, Effany, and all the others. You know what to do, and if you don't, then to hell with you.
Hey sis, me again. Is your cell not working? So I haven't heard back. It's been a few days. So what happened with the interview? Call me. I'm on my cell, or use the shop number. Lisa asked after you. Told her you were doing good. Hope that's true. Later, call me. Bye.
The doorbell rings. Her dogs bark in response. She rushes to the peephole and sees Lexi.
Hiya, sweetie. What you got there?
I found a bird in our yard and it's so small. It's hurt and I don't know what to do to help it. What do I do?
Oh, the poor thing is hurt. Okay, maybe a stray cat, but it doesn't look too bad. Don't you worry. We can fix it. But, sweetie, do me a favor. I'm expecting someone for an important meeting, so take it into the bird room and put it in a box in an empty cage. Put some water in a dish and get a few mealworms out of the fridge and toss those into, but not too many. I'll check on it when I'm finished. Let yourself out the back door and remember.
I know. Remember to lock it.
The doorbell rings. Dogs bark. Lane rushes to the peephole and sees Odell. Swearing, she shoves the supplies into the trunk and pushes it against the wall. She closes the downstage left door while shushing the dogs. She crosses back and opens the front door.
Adele! Hiya! You're early. Welcome. Please come in. Sorry, I was upstairs. Just finished putting the bed together. No extra parts, so that's good. I can't wait for you to see the room.
Hello, Lane. Nice to put a face to the name finally. I hope it's not too much of an imposition, me coming a little early. Lord, I had 3 meetings on this side of town this morning. One canceled, and I can only sit at Starbucks for so long.
Really, it's fine. No problem at all.
Love your neighborhood, by the way. Each house is its own thing. I like that. Where I live, it's also cookie cutter. You know what I mean? I had to put a big red pot next to the garage to figure out which one was mine. Oh, and you've got those big, beautiful trees. Bet that shade's nice this time of year. Gotta love old neighborhoods.
Can I get you a coffee or something?
I'm good. Now, I think your form said you own the house. You've been here long?
I grew up here.
In this house?
Yes. My mom left it to me when she finally passed.
Oh, good for you. I mean the house, not your mom, of course. You're sitting on a pretty penny. Seems that everyone wants to move closer to where everything's happening.
Where would you like to start?
Oh, it sure would be easier to live down here than up where I am. Well, you're close enough to walk to all the good stuff downtown.
Yes, it is.
You ever go to the Fox? Love what they did with that place. We have a group from the office that'll go if you've got something fun. To be honest, I usually fall asleep during the show. We probably shouldn't do happy hour first at Mario's, but yeah, it's nice to get out of the house.
I've not been that often. I'm
going on. Yeah, too much coffee. Oh, okay, now back on track. How about we review a few of your intake answers first before you give me the grand tour? Let me get my things out here. Oh, that air conditioner feels good. This has been one hot summer.
Yes, it has. It really has.
Oh, all you got growing out front, though, looks still good. I wouldn't want your water bill.
I have rain barrels that gutters flow into them.
Oh, that's what those big things are? I heard about them, but I've never seen them. Now, where was I? Employment. Now, you marked retired. Oh, I envy you. I got a few more years still. Little young to retire, huh?
Not really, but that means I can be home as much as needed, before school, after school, whatever's needed.
Yeah, how long?
What?
Retired. How long have you been retired?
Just over a year, yeah.
What did you do?
Law enforcement.
Get out. Really? Local? What agency?
Police department for a few years, then sheriff's office.
Really? A sheriff? Now, maybe you knew my brother, Malcolm Boucher.
It's been a while. I'm not sure.
Well, I'll have to remember to ask him. Where were we? Oh, I wanted to clear up something on the family history. So both parents have passed?
Yes, but they lived well into their 70s.
Oh, now that I'm tipping into my 60s, well, that seems pretty young. Looking at your references list, I see a brother, but I thought on your application said something about sisters too.
Yes, Stephanie died a few years ago.
Oh, sad to hear that. Now, she was really young.
Scleroderma.
Huh. But you're good?
Oh, yes. Something like that's very rare.
And the other sister?
She moved out of state years ago. Has her own big family, so we really haven't interacted much.
Now, I may want to circle back on that. Now, here for the question, while at work, when you did work, that is, and you found yourself in conflict with a coworker, how would you...
A can comes over the fence. Adele doesn't know what she's heard, and Lane pretends she doesn't hear it.
Did you hear something?
Probably just a squirrel outside. They've taken over the neighborhood.
Tree rats, that's all they are, just nasty tree rats.
So it wasn't because of my age, the retirement. It was a disability. There was an incident with a prisoner we were transporting. My neck was pretty badly hurt, and I'm fine now. Had a C4 and 5 fused.
Okay. Oh, that wall smells fresh. That's a good color you got there.
Parisian patina, thank you.
Parisian patina, huh? My husband, he won't let me have anything but white. Doesn't want to hurt the resale value, the old fart. Like we're leaving that house anyway, but feet first. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes. I need color.
A palm frond comes over the fence and hangs. Lane notices, but Adele doesn't.
I hear ya. Now, a little secret? Not getting color on my walls sure has been a great bargaining chip to get a whole lot of other things I want even more. I hope he doesn't catch on anytime soon. This a closet?
Yes, but don't.
Adele opens the closet. Though it's crammed full, just one item falls out. Adele tries to put it back, but ends up giving it to Lane, whose attention is now split among Adele, the closet, and the objects coming over the fence.
Now that's a whole situation there, isn't it? Oh, don't be embarrassed. I'm just as bad. My thing's boxes. I hate throwing away a good box.
She crosses to the downstage left door and partly opens it. Without going in, she listens to the animal sounds.
Lord, you got a zoo in there? I'm gonna need my inhaler. Oh, let's leave that for later. Yeah. The question was, while working, when you found yourself in conflict with a coworker, how would you typically...
Trash comes over the fence. Adele doesn't see it. Lane's distraction complete, she drops the item from the closet on the floor. Lexi appears at the downstage left door but remains unseen by Lane and Adele. As Lexi witnesses the following, her anxiety manifests in hair pulling and chewing, and she starts texting.
Thinks I'm not here, that's stupid. You think I'm not home, you stupid bitch? My car's in the garage. I'm standing right here and watching you.
You're crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. Go back inside your cage.
I just saw you. Don't deny it. I just saw your fucking hand, Kathy.
Lane?
Well, I'm sick of hearing your fucking animals and smelling their shit. It's like living next to a damn barn. And the flies, all the flies in my house because of you.
These cans aren't mine. They're your loser son party trash. And where were all the cigarettes coming from? I don't smoke. Every night they end up in my yard. He sits on the roof outside of his window and sucks them over the fence.
Lane.
You throw anything else in my gut. Do you hear me?
Lane.
Oh, Odell. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Really, it's just that she's just. I mean, Kathy, it's every day. It's every damn day.
Stop it! I can't ignore what just happened.
Crossing to get the remote-controlled helicopter.
Wait, Odell. Wait. Listen. I put the bed together. More furniture's coming, and I bought toys. Look. Don't you think a little boy or girl would...
Lane, stop. Just stop. It's really best if I leave right now. Okay. I'm sure you can understand my position here. Look, I'm going to put this card right here, okay? If you're not already seeing someone, she's very good with conflict and anger issues. If not her, I strongly urge you talk to someone. I'll be in touch.
But I am. Oh, no! Wait! Please! Listen! Oh, no! I just want to need.
Lane stands in the doorway for a moment. She slams the door and leans against it. She starts to cross to the kitchen but stops when she sees the object from the closet on the floor. She tries to put it back, but more contents spill out.
Fuck!
The timer in the kitchen that she set for Adele's arrival sounds. She drops the helicopter on the table. She gets the vodka and turns off the timer. She drinks, takes pills, and weeps. She starts to sing Jingle Bells. She starts softly, slowly, and sadly, until her voice becomes loud and unhinged. She breaks a glass. She breaks a plate. She breaks several. She gets a bag of trash from under her sink. She goes out the slider and dumps it over the fence.
Damn you, Kathy, you cow! Do you have any idea what you've done? You've ruined it! Here, some more trash! Here, have a plant!
Lane drops the potted plants over the fence. Kathy points an air horn over the fence and blows it.
How do you like the noise, huh? How do you like having your peace and quiet destroyed, huh?
What peace and quiet? Your son's damn stereo's so loud that fucking bass boom through my house at all hours.
Oh, we have to turn it up to drown out your constant singing at the top of your lungs. Christmas carols all damn year, and the screaming.
Up yours!
Oh, you scream like a lunatic all day. You ought to be locked up, and your dogs and birds, oh, those damn screeching birds. I wish I'd never moved here.
You're not the only one.
Kathy blows the air horn again.
Stop it! Stop it!
Oh,
Stop
you
it!
don't belong here. Leave. You don't belong here. Get out. Everybody's sick of you.
I'm not going anywhere. I've been here longer than you and your white trash clan.
White trash? Oh, bitch, you're the one with the toilet planter in your front yard. Yeah, all the neighbors love that. Daryl says he's going to steal that eyesore one night. And you're the only one with Halloween, Christmas, and Easter decorations up at the same
Oh,
damn
shut
time.
up! And no one's surprised that Bob left you. And for an older woman, I thought that got your tits in a knot.
How dare you?
Kathy blows the air horn again. As the horn comes near the fence, Lane grabs it.
Not fast enough, you old bat.
Give that back! Give that back! Give it back!
Up yours. Just try and take it from me.
Kathy pounds on the fence and then slams the door. Lane blares the horn and laughs before re-entering the house. The timer on her phone sounds. The distraction makes her trip over the items from the closet. Sprawled on the floor in physical pain, she howls.
Fucking motherfucker!
She ends up on the floor stage right. She notices the wall, curls up and rocks. Her singing now not a rage, but an attempt to self-soothe. The doorbell rings. The dogs bark.
Lane Jackson, Riverside Police Department, open the door.
Go away. Leave me alone. I don't need you.
Jackson, that is not going to happen. Open the door now.
I don't need you. You need to go away. Go away.
Someone can be seen through the sliders climbing over the fence.
Do it now, Miss Jackson.
Didn't lock it. I didn't lock it.
Go! We're coming in.
Just as she crosses to lock the door, Shay enters through the slider as Ibrahim opens the front door, which knocks Lane off balance. She tries to crawl away downstage left. She spots Lexi. Lexi remains frozen.
Lexi, help me. Get your mom. Get away from me.
Shay comes from upstage and subdues her.
Lexi, help me. Get your mom.
You know how this goes, Miss Jackson. Stop resisting. Come on now. Stop it. No. Calm down. Calm down.
Fucking tell me to calm down. Get your hands off me. Get off me.
After cuffing her, Shay helps Lane to the couch.
Look at me. Lane, look at me, huh? Just breathe. Breathe with me, huh? There you go. Slow breaths.
Miss Jackson, you done now? Look at me. You done? Yeah, you're done. Shay, take you upstairs.
Lane, I'll be right back. Just stay there for me.
Miss Raptor, come in now.
Lexi?
Lexi peeks out from behind the downstage left door and rushes towards her mother as Marion crosses above the couch to her. They hug center stage. Ibrahim looks out through the downstage left door. The lighting effect from the previous scene repeats. Lane's singing continues until the last lights dim. Blackout. Act 2, Scene 1. It's evening, 5 days later. The rooms are littered with papers, tissues, magazines, food containers, dishes, cups, clothes, etc. The upstage curtains are closed. As the lights come up, the phone rings and the answering machine comes on. A disheveled Lane in pajamas and robe comes halfway down the stairs to listen to the answering machine.
Hiya! You've reached the home of Xena, Gabby, Aries, Effany, and all the others. You know what to do, and if you don't, then to hell with you.
Sis, it's me again. Pick up. Come on, come on, come on, pick up. Stop being a child. So if you don't want to talk to me, why'd you give that woman my number? Look, I know you were released. I know you've got to be home. Lisa made me promise to come check on you. Or would you rather call her yourself? Don't think so, huh? So you're not going to pick up? Seriously? Seriously? Okay, fine. It's me! Open up! Come on! I'm not going away until you open the damn door! Open the door!
Marion enters from downstage left, wearing cleaning clothes, and Lane's scarf from Act 1, Scene 1 covering her hair. Lane hurries back up the stairs. There are no animal sounds.
Lane, dear, there's someone at the door. Lane, do you want me to get it? Lane, should I?
There is no response, so Marion crosses to open the door.
Where's Elaine?
Elaine?
My sister, she lives here?
Elaine? Oh, but she told me it was just... Oh, doesn't matter. You're Rusty. Come in. Come in. Hello, I'm Marion. Lane's sleeping upstairs.
Jesus, sweet Jesus, this place. Why didn't she just move?
She's sleeping so much. I think they've given her too many drugs. You see, over here, I've organized them. I bought her one of those daily pill organizers. Does that look like too many drugs?
For my sister? No. I'd say that looks just about right. She could open her own pharmacy. Same stupid mess as always.
Oh, no. When I met her, it was quite neat, really.
When was that?
Oh, a few days before her difficulty.
Almost without stop, as the scene progresses, Rusty will get beers and eat cookies, crackers, etc. from the kitchen.
You don't have to do that. Find a nice way to say it, like locked up is just fine. Put away is good too.
I expected that we'd meet at the hospital.
Yeah, I figured that out from the dozens of phone messages from you. Look, I don't work, I don't get paid. I don't get paid, I don't make rent. And she's cried wolf so many times. I just didn't know how serious this one was. I came as soon as I could, all right? Besides, she didn't ask for me, did she? Right? No. Well, there you are. That's Elaine. Sister loves keeping people at arm's length, but then blaming them for being too distant.
She's not been like that with me.
Marion crosses to the kitchen, gets a coaster, and takes it to Rusty.
You're still bright and shiny. A word of caution. Don't get too wrapped up in her crazy.
I called you because I didn't know who else to contact. I couldn't unlock her cell phone. They wouldn't let me see her since I'm not family. I listened to her answering machine and got your number from the caller ID. It took me a couple days to think of that. Sorry.
Well, I'm the only one you could have called. Lucky, lucky me. Seriously? A coaster? For this place?
He takes it from her and tosses it toward the center of the table. Marion crosses back to the kitchen and starts cleaning.
The hospital tried calling the emergency contact in her file, but we're told she's deceased. Is there anyone else you'd like me to call?
Well, that sister's dead, and the other sister's dead to her. The parents are long gone. So again, I'm the only one to call. When I saw the 951 area code pop up, the only question for me was, is it the hospital, the jail, or finally the morgue?
Well, I thought I'd help out by getting things in order for her. I started in the bird room, and my daughter is working on the catio. And oh, those piles on the floor there are some pictures and albums. I didn't know where they go, so I just pushed them out of the way to clear a path. I found what I thought might be some family photos. I recognize Lane in one. I thought you might have red hair, though.
Yeah, you and everybody else. Just a particularly sticky nickname, thanks to some squeaky leg braces as a kid. Tin Man was another top contender.
I'm sorry. Did you have to drive far?
Well, I had to drive just far enough. Were you here?
Then? When the... Oh, yes, well, just at the end. My daughter, Lexi, was here.
Well, other than the disturbing the peace charge, resisting arrest, and the 5150 hold, the police didn't give me any more info.
Well, they were very gentle with her.
She's a frequent flyer.
Something happened with the woman who lives over there, and...
Kathy? Really? I wonder what happened there. They used to be best buds.
I don't know what started it, but when Lane first told me about what Kathy's been doing, I didn't believe her. I'm so mad at myself for doubting her. I'd like to give Kathy a piece of my mind, I can tell you that. Maybe I will. I'm over there on the other side. I heard.
The Ellis house? Oh, she was like a mom to me. She let me climb up in her apricot tree and eat as many as I could.
Yes. Well, I heard some screaming, but that's sort of normal, it seems. That's why I first met Lane. I heard screaming, and I came over in case something was wrong.
What was it? Couldn't find her cell phone again?
Keys. Her keys were in the door.
Of course they were.
The police asked me to lock up when they left. They asked me about a gun.
Why would they ask you about a gun? She told me years ago she got rid of them.
Well, the police officer said she threatened Kathy. I can't believe she'd do that, would you? I told them about the gun in the guinea pig cage. They took it with them.
Wait, why was the gun in the... No, never mind. Why am I asking?
It was her service weapon. She told me she would keep it in her gun safe, but there it was again.
When did she get a gun safe? She told me she sold it. And she doesn't have a service weapon.
But she told me that...
It doesn't matter what she told you. They took the gun when they took her badge. They finally realized that someone with her anger and depression and everything else shouldn't be armed. That's why she can't keep any job since then. Of course, it's always the boss's or other employees' fault that she's let go. But between her mood swings and the constant nattering and the singing, who'd want to work with her? I don't hear them. It's quiet. It's actually quiet.
They're gone.
They're all gone? All of them?
All but Xena and Aries. Those are her dogs.
Yes, I know they were her dogs. I've been the one to take care of them when she couldn't in the past.
Oh, well, I took them to my house. Dogs I can do, but I don't know how to take care of the others. I saw the foster army information on the carrier, so I called them. They took them all away the day she went in.
And she just let them go? Just like that?
Well, she was still, you know, not here. So, well, I did not know what else to do. When she found out, there was some yelling.
I'm sure there was. What a relief. I thought I was going to have to deal with all that. Thank you. You shouldn't have been stuck with all this, but thank you. Wait, you said there was one gun. Where are the others?
I don't know of any others.
Then you really don't know my sister. She has to have others. She never has one of anything. Pets, dolls, flower pots. She hoards everything.
Oh, she does have some nice pots.
Mom? Mom? Who's that?
Alexi, come on in. This is Lane's brother, Rusty.
Oh, the infamous Rusty.
Huh? What did Lane say about me?
Absolutely nothing.
So, Lexi, your mom's got you working too?
She's been very helpful.
I'm the chief shit shoveler.
Lexi, really?
Head poop pusher, better.
Funny.
Don't encourage her.
I like you.
And I've not learned to hate you yet.
Fair enough.
I need more of this stuff.
Marion takes the bottle and crosses to the kitchen.
Lex, would you go up and see if Lane's up and what she wants for dinner?
Another chore. At least it's better than crab carting.
I like your earlier work better.
You can't hit if you don't swing. By the way, nice color.
Oh, it's okay. But she's just going to put paint over it again.
No, she meant your color, not the walls. She's,
Got that thing? Really? Yeah, I read something about that online. Auras and such. Cool.
That wall's been 2 colors since I met her.
And it'll be 2 more within a month. I can guarantee you that. She should have just gotten the hell out. She's torturing herself just staying here.
Because of a wall?
Why am I surprised she hasn't told you? Well, it's really your fault, you know.
What'd I do?
Well, I'm sure you asked, where are you from, or are you single? And the other getting to know you type questions. But what I bet you didn't ask was, did you kill someone in your house?
You're joking. Don't joke about something like that.
Not joking, I'm afraid. A local kid broke in during the day. We think to rob the place, but maybe more. She surprised him or vice versa, and he had a gun. His bad luck is that he broke into an officer's house. They fought, and somewhere down here, she got the gun. Kicked him off her, and she fired. Got him in the side and into a lung, and, this wall was like you see on CSI, when they spray it.
Then it was self-defense.
Well, of course it was. But the DA agreed. Some people didn't. Someone threw a rock through that window, and she got threatening letters, and she had to get off Facebook and the next door app. They blamed her for killing a kid. I don't know. Is a 200-plus pound, almost 18-year-old a kid?
I don't know.
I mean, seriously? Is she supposed to politely ask him, excuse me, but would you please not rob or rape me today? They blamed her for shooting him in the side, like it makes a fucking difference. He screwed up her neck, too, in the fight. They had to fuse her discs. Since wasn't happy in that rehab. Boy, that was a party. I don't know how many coats she's got on that wall, but she swears she can still see the blood.
That makes sense, then. Her retiring so young. How horrible.
What are you talking about? That's not why she's not working. They kicked her out almost 4 years ago.
Oh. Did she hurt her neck again? I mean, what about the car accident? She had to have the surgery done again?
What accident?
I thought the surgery was because of a car accident.
There was no car accident.
Oh.
Excuse me, long drive. I gotta...
Oh, it's through there.
Well, yeah, I know.
Marion stares after him for a moment and then looks at the beer bottle. She gets a coaster and puts it under the beer bottle. Lexi comes down the stairs with a doll and an empty vodka bottle.
The lady doth awaken. Where's Rusty? Did he leave already?
He's indisposed at the moment. How is she?
Her speech is a bit blurry. She's killed this bottle. She let me brush her hair. Can you believe all those dolls? They're everywhere. I don't know how she sleeps in there with all those eyes looking at her. It's too creepy.
Well, what are you doing with that doll?
Oh, she insisted that I take one. What am I supposed to do with it?
Did you politely thank her?
Yes, mother dear. Only 50% of my parents were savages.
Is she hungry?
She said she's not.
She needs to eat something. All those pills on an empty stomach isn't good.
Feel free to have that conversation with her.
Well, what do you want then?
Can we do Thai? But the one on Brockton, not Mission.
Then you need to get a sweater. It's always so cold in there.
Do we have to eat there? Can't they deliver?
We're supposed to get you out of the house more.
I'm out of the house right now.
Let me point out to you, dear daughter, that you are, in fact, still in a house.
Can I at least eat in the car, dear mother? All those people chewing and lip smacking.
No, inside. Not negotiable.
I'll remember this next Mother's Day.
And I'll remember this next Christmas.
All right, fine.
Rusty enters and goes to his beer.
Yes, it is fine. I'll run up and check on her before we go.
So, how was the horse?
It's seen better days. How old are you?
About as old as you look in this picture. Is that a perm?
Let me see that. I'm about 16 here, and no, that's not a perm. That's just what my hair did then. I don't even remember when I last saw this picture. You almost look happy there. Seems so long ago. Damn, time keeps going faster and faster.
Well, duh.
Why duh?
Simple. Because our sense of time isn't based on how much is left behind us, but how little is left in front of us. I appear to have stunned you into silence, so my work here is done. Let me capture this momentous moment.
She takes a selfie with Rusty.
Another one?
Indulge me. Here, which one's Lane?
Let's see. From left to right, that's Lisa, Lane, and Steph. God, I miss Steph.
Where is she?
She's gone. Autoimmune thing. They run in our family. Sort of genetic proof that our parents should have never gotten together.
I'm sorry. Those are your parents, right? They look cool.
Yeah, they looked cool. Well, Mom used to model, and Dad could be dashing. Guess they were better than most, but not as good as some. Both are long gone. Dad was a very tough guy. Very, very strict. A fighter pilot. There was one way to scare him, though. Dangle a banana peel over the garbage disposal. That never got old.
I'll have to try that next time I'm forced to see mine. If that ever happens. Your mom?
Dear old Mom. She was the one we kids were all afraid of. And she never found a silver lining that she couldn't tarnish.
What are you looking for?
Just some things my sister might have hidden.
The guns?
How did you...
People shouldn't leave a bored and precocious teen alone in their homes. You're colder. Colder. Warmer. Warmer. Oh, you're burning up. There's one inside that fake book. Using Johnny Got His Gun was pretty obvious. The other one's going to be harder. It's in the vanity in her bathroom at the bottom of her box of pads. Again, to me, pretty obvious.
He puts the gun in his duffel bag.
Well, I guess that'll have to wait.
She's set for the night. Rusty, she said that she appreciates you coming, but doesn't have the energy to talk tonight.
That does not sound like her.
Okay, it's a loose translation.
Very loose, I'm sure.
Lex, back door locked?
Yes, I remembered to lock the door, Mother.
Rusty, are you staying here?
Oh, no, not an option. My issues don't play well with hers. I got a room.
Come to dinner with us.
Lexi, he's had a long day. I'm sure that he...
No, that's cool. I could eat.
You better like Thai. We have no patience for people who don't like Thai.
No worries. I like Thai.
Gluten-free?
No, I'm very pro-gluten.
Thank God.
Lexi, Marion, and Rusty begin to move toward the front door.
Lane, dear, we're leaving. See you in the morning. Call me if you need anything. Bye.
What's wrong with this? The code doesn't work.
That's okay. I've got it.
She blocks his view from seeing the numbers. The keypad beeps for 80 seconds. Lexi and Marion exit. Rusty pauses for a moment, turns off the lights, and then follows. Lane comes down the stairs in semi-darkness. She wanders about softly singing, "What Child Is This?" She gets a vodka from the freezer. She stands for a moment, and a sob interrupts her singing. She then crosses to the sliders and opens the curtain. Silhouetted, she stares at the neighbor's house. The lighting from the previous scene's end repeats. Blackout. Act 2, Scene 2. Early next morning. The scene is the same as the night before, except for fire damage to the house next door. A hose hangs on the fence. Several donut boxes are on the table. Marion cleans in the kitchen. The remote-controlled helicopter box is on the counter. Rusty can be heard from upstairs.
Elaine, you up? You okay in there? You need anything? Look, I have to drive back today. I gotta get back to the shop, so am I gonna see you before I leave? Marion got donuts. There's a couple left. Chocolate old-fashioned and a maple. You want one?
After a pause, Rusty comes down the stairs eating a donut.
And the radio silence continues.
Rusty puts the donut box on the table. He gets coffee and returns to the table. He moves a pile of mail and newspapers off a chair and places them on the table. He eats and sorts the mail into keep and toss piles on the floor.
Isn't that the shower? That's a good sign, no?
And maybe she's just continuing to avoid me. You could have called last night.
What could you have done? She was fine. There's no damage to the house. If it got worse, I would have.
Did Elaine call you?
Crossing the table to put a coaster under his coffee cup.
No. I heard the sirens just before 2:30. I tried to wake Lane, but she didn't answer the phone or the door. I let myself in the back gate, and I used her hose to wet what I could of Kathy's and the fence and the catio. When Lane came down, she was sort of out of it. She pulled up a chair and watched. It was so dramatic, with the full moon out, the flames and the flashing lights. Thank goodness there wasn't a Santa Ana last night.
She didn't come down for how long?
Oh gosh, I'd have to guess I was out there with the hose for 20 minutes or so. Why?
Just wondering where she might have been, what she might have been doing. Did the fireman tell you anything?
Fireman, no. But I talked to an investigator just before you got here. He said he didn't have anything to share, so take that for what it's worth. Channel 4 was here. I talked to them. Gosh, I hope they don't air that. I babbled like a fool. Wonder what time it's going to be on.
Well, what did you tell them?
Just that the sirens woke me up, though I did tell the investigator that I heard what sounded like another loud party over at Kathy's when I went to bed. That must have been close to 11 o'clock.
Well, what about Elaine? Did she talk to anyone?
Well, like I said, she was sort of out of it. Well, that was obvious. I told the investigator that she was recently home from the hospital, so he agreed to take a statement from her later. His card is over there.
Good. Elaine shouldn't talk to anyone without a lawyer.
Why would she need a lawyer?
Seriously?
You don't think that she...
And you don't? Seriously? Look, I try to love my sister, but if she's done half the shit she told me she's done, this just wouldn't surprise me.
What things?
Well, let's see. What can I tell you? Pepper spraying the handles of cars that steal her parking spot, and, well, throwing cat food on the roof of Kathy's house to attract birds and raccoons.
Okay, I can see that it might look bad.
You think?
Holding up a donut box.
Well, there's just one more left. You want it?
No, you go ahead.
Oh, is that the kid?
Yes.
What's she up to?
She slept in. She rarely sleeps well, and last night she stayed up chatting with the firemen and serving coffee and donuts. She can be very task-oriented unless it's me assigning the task.
Well, you knew Elaine was trying to become a foster parent, right?
You knew?
Well, yeah, I knew. I didn't approve, but I knew. Here's a letter from the Children's Services people.
You're not going to open it, are you?
Don't need to. I know what's in it. Elaine put me down as a reference, and that woman, Odell, who was here the day she went off the rails again, called me. She said she couldn't say much because of the privacy rules, but that she wouldn't be needing a reference from me after all, which I took as a big hint, hint, we're not giving her a kid. Some things do work out for the best.
Well, you don't think it'd be good for her to have someone to take care of?
Oh, that's not the point. It wouldn't be good for the kid. Do you think a kid should be around all this? Do you think a kid should be burdened with her? Elaine can barely take care of herself. Yeah, she can pull it together for short periods of time, but mostly she's a mess.
She's so good with Lexi.
Oh, I'm sure she is. And she's really good to the pets that she hoards, but, you know, she shouldn't be responsible for a human being. And you really think she'd stop at one?
You have any kids?
God, no. Growing up, my childhood was so... No. I couldn't imagine risking putting anyone else through something like that.
Why was it so bad?
Oh, that question. That question I've been asked before. Yeah, the parents gave us everything we needed, but little of what we wanted. Attention, affection. Well, Mom was a hot coal that could reignite at any moment, and Dad went from his work to his workshop without barely a grunt in our direction. So I could go through a list of Mom's affairs, their fights, and, well, worse, their silences. But the things that happened by themselves don't really capture what this was like. My childhood, our childhood, was a glass on the edge of the counter, a snake about to bite. It was the milliseconds of eternity when you realize that car is about to hit you. There wasn't a moment of joy, and, well, those, trust me, were very rare. But not a moment that wasn't tainted by fear.
Fear of what?
Well, this was all about to explode.
That's sad.
It was what it was.
Marion has crossed to the table to refill his coffee. She puts a comforting hand on his arm. He flinches and the coffee spills. She quickly returns the coffee pot and gets a towel and comes back to the table.
I'm sorry.
No, my fault.
He takes the towel from her and dries himself on the table.
So never married?
Yeah, no. There was one possibility years ago, Kara. We'd been together for a while and long enough to risk doing the holidays with our families. That Thanksgiving, she left marks on my thigh from digging her nails in. My parents' Cold War was turning hot. At Christmas, it erupted into battle. At one point, Kara had enough and she screamed, "It's like a foreign language to you people!" Dessert was awkward. We didn't make it to New Year's.
What about Lane? She ever had anyone or been in love?
Tell you the truth, that's not how our family worked, so I have no idea. We don't share things. Well, not the important things. Well, I finally learned that lesson with Kara. I never brought anyone home after that, never even told them if I was with someone. And as for Lane, I couldn't tell you if she's straight, gay, bi, or any one of those other letters.
Oh, I think that's her now.
Lane enters down the stairs, softly singing Jingle Bells. She crosses to get coffee.
Hey, I didn't know you were here.
She hugs Lane, who stares at Rusty, while slowly returning the hug.
Good morning. I hope you slept well. Oh, let me get you some coffee.
Lane looks through the empty donut boxes and gives Rusty a look when she comes to the last one.
You didn't answer me.
Can I make you something? I have eggs and bacon at home. Would you like an omelet? I could have Lexi bring them or something else.
No, I'm fine. Thank you for offering. What are you doing?
Sorting.
Taking the social services letter out of his hands.
Don't. I won't be able to find anything.
Lane sees the box for the helicopter. She considers the fact that it's empty and then puts the pile of mail and newspapers on the table and the piles Rusty made on the floor in the box. She crosses to the couch and sits. Lane rips the letter and drops the pieces on the table.
Hello, humans.
Why is the door not locked?
We're here.
I don't care.
Hey, kid.
Did you eat?
Last night's Thai leftovers.
You know, that was so good. Good call.
Went to dinner with them last night?
Yeah, I was hungry.
Surprise, surprise.
Hey, they asked me.
Lane shoves aside things on the coffee table to be able to make piles, and she sorts the items from the box. Only one item will be put in the toss pile. As Rusty and Lane interact, both Marion's and Lexi's anxieties manifest. The former's as intensive cleaning, and the latter's as pulling and chewing her hair.
So, sis, that was something last night. I checked outside, and other than the ash in the yard, you got lucky. Marion says the investigator wants to interview you.
Oh?
So, you should have a lawyer with you.
Don't be stupid. I don't need a lawyer.
I don't care if you don't think you need one. It'd be insane not to have a lawyer with you.
Oh, I'd be insane, would I? So you're a mechanic and psychiatrist now?
That's not what I said and not what I meant.
I don't care what you meant, and I don't need a damn lawyer. I'm just going to tell them the truth. Of course, I started the fire.
The fuck, Elaine? What were you thinking? No, you weren't thinking. You just do and screw the consequences. You could have killed someone. You could have burned the house down. How fucking stupid can you be?
The look on your face, little brother? Priceless. No, I didn't start the fire.
Damn you. Arson's not funny.
Since it's Kathy's home, we'll have to agree to disagree.
Well, they're going to want to know what you were doing last night. We weren't here. Marion says that you didn't answer your phone or the door. So where were you? What are you going to tell them?
The truth? I took my pills and was in bed watching Seinfeld reruns. I was drifting in and out, but I remember there was the one where George eats the Snickers with his fork, and then the one where Kramer goes commando. And I'm out here, Jerry, and I'm loving every minute of it. Something woke me up, the smoke or noise, I don't know. I came down, turned the alarm off, went outside, and cheered. Wish I had marshmallows. I would have made some s'mores.
Great. Great, that'll go over just great. You don't think Kathy's gonna point the finger right at you? I can't fix this for you.
I don't need you to fix it for me. I've never asked you to fix anything for me.
Oh, you never ask. Yeah, but who's there anyway, huh? Huh? At the hospital, at the jail, on the side of the road, huh? Mom and Dad are gone. You won't talk to Lisa over some fucking imagined slight. You've driven off all your friends you've ever had, so it's me. It's always just me. You're so high or drunk most of the time, you probably don't even realize it's always me putting the pieces back together again. And you're welcome.
Rusty, don't be mad at her.
Well, that's right, Marion. That's right. Hell no, can't be mad at sister, because nothing's ever her fault. Nothing's ever her fault. She can't help it. She has issues. You have to be understanding. I'm so fucking tired of being so fucking understanding all the fucking time. Must be nice to have a built-in get-out-of-jail-free card, an all-excuse pass for all occasions.
Or the last time I didn't do it. Isn't it time for you to leave? It's what you do best.
And what's that supposed to mean?
You weren't here for Mom and Dad, and when they went downhill...
I moved where I could afford to live. I couldn't afford to live here like you do. And don't be so quick to pat yourself on the back. Rather than putting up with you, did you know that Mom started walking to her chemo appointments?
Lane crosses to the kitchen to get vodka. Rusty follows.
Mom?
Lexi whispers in Marion's ear and then opens the backpack for her. Lexi starts crying. Marion comforts her on the couch.
So don't go pulling the more dutiful child card on me. And as for last night, I don't believe you. I'll bet you did do it. I'll bet you did. And you're going to be the first person the cops look at. I'm sure as hell not going to cover for you again.
Rusty.
I was 9 years old. Get the hell over it.
And I was 7 and got blamed for the Davenport shed burning down. Nothing's ever your fucking fault. Everybody else is being mean to you. Well, boo fucking who? You think Lisa's a bitch because she didn't want to have to buy Mom's wedding ring for her own daughter?
What, am I supposed to give it to her?
Lane, dear.
Yes, you should have. That's how normal families do things. It was for Bella's wedding. It should have been handed down to her. It's not like you're ever going to fucking use it.
I need the money, and Lisa could afford it.
Excuse me.
Oh, of course, you needed the money. You need money because you blew everything that you inherited from Mom and Dad buying shit you don't need and building a room for cats. A whole fucking room for cats.
I needed the money for the mortgage, so I sold it.
You sold it? There is no damn mortgage. The place has been paid off. No, you didn't. You did not. It wasn't enough that Mom gave you the house, our house, and now you borrowed against it? How much? How much do you fucking owe?
Would you two shut the hell up? Lexi, what time?
I don't know. Around 2, maybe?
How did you get in?
The dog door.
What's wrong, sweetie?
Mom.
Go ahead, Lexi.
Please, no.
Lane, I don't know what to say. I didn't know. She just told me. Lexi came in through your dog door last night and took the helicopter outside.
She pulls the
I'm
remote
sorry.
control out of the backpack.
I'm sorry.
Where is it?
It crashed on Kathy's roof. It hit the palm fronds and crashed, and I thought it'd be funny to use it to scare her. Sorry.
Holy shit.
It couldn't start a fire, could it? The batteries?
Holy fucking shit.
I don't know.
We've got to tell them. They're going to find it.
Mom, no.
We don't have to tell them, sweetie. We don't know anything, do we? It could have been her son smoking. It could have been raccoons on her roof that shorted the wires. We don't know anything.
Marion, back me up here. Seriously, Marion? You're not going to report this? Marion?
Mom.
We really don't know anything.
Marion hugs Lexi. After a moment, Rusty crosses to the door where his bag is. Lane watches him. He picks up the bag and opens the door. He turns, looks at Lane, and then pulls the gun out of the bag. He puts it back in its hiding place.
I can't.
Lexi continues to cry. Marion and Lane soothe her. After a moment, Lane starts singing God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Marion joins in. The lighting effect from the end of the previous scenes repeats. Blackout.